Hey guys, welcome back to another amazing episode of Bitches Who Brunch. I am your head bitch in charge, as always, Miss Bonnie Lynn, and with me I have the beautiful Miss Marlene. Say hi, Marlene.
Hey everyone.
We are so sorry for the technical difficulties we have had tonight. It's Friday the fucking 13th over here because I am stressing all the way out. But if we can please bring in, we have an amazing guest with us today, the beautiful, the talented Miss Gina. Say her last name.
Shh. Montalvo.
Montablo. There you go. Hey, Miss Gina. How are you? Hello, can you hear us? Gina. Okay, here we go. The jokes don't stop today with these technical you know what? I'm let me just drink. I'm just gonna have a drink.
It's a long pour type of night.
Yeah, so we are gonna give Miss Gina a second to get back in on the live. Hopefully she comes back in at some point. How's everybody else's night going? Like, are we blaming Mercury retrograde? What are we blaming this on tonight?
Honestly, it's the fucking retrograde because literally, isn't it like ending tonight? Like, isn't this like the last night of retrograde? I feel like everything has been bananas today. Like fucking banana X's, like new dude, like everything is just crazy. These technical difficulties, it's wild.
All right, Miss Priscilla, how are you doing? Beautiful. Miss Anna, yes, more time to get our drinks. Hey, Miss Jacqueline, yes, love the pink. We are pink ladies tonight. Check me out. I even have my pink little heartbreaker.
Fuck today.
And
Facts.
definitely fuck today. All right, so while we're waiting for Miss Gina to go ahead and hop back in on this live, me and Marlene are going to go over today's topic. So this episode is our orgasm episode. That's right. So our first topic on today's episode is, what exactly is an orgasm? Hit us with number two, Marlene.
Our second topic for tonight's episode is going to be, why can't I orgasm, girl?
Oh, because we do need. Oh, there she
Girl.
is. We.
We're
First
live.
of y'all, then it was me. Think we're good.
I'm
Think
all.
we're good.
I'm all. Look, Miss Gina. Look. I don't know
Look,
what's going on
I'm
here.
standing on one leg and I've got some foil on my head. You can't see my I'm joking.
So we're getting into the topics already. Our third topic is going to be male men orgasms. Let's talk about them.
My favorite.
So y'all know me. I'm a big fan of let's jump right in. Gina, how do you orgasm?
Oh!
Is she frozen? No, she's not.
Say my name?
Yeah.
Oh, I did. She's like, I'm
No,
confused.
no, okay, I got it. I hear you. So, I mean, pre- preferably with the male.
She's not preferably
If
with
that's
somebody
not the
ose.
case.
Never
If I don't have
alone.
access.
Oh,
Preferably with human flesh, but if that's not the case, I will definitely take care of my own self. I have toys. I have hands. Not afraid to take care of myself if the man can't get the job done, which
Love
unfortunately
it.
is sometimes the case. You
Damn.
know.
okay. So, clinically speaking, an orgasm. It's the sudden discharge of accumulated sexual excitement during the sexual response cycle,
Oh
resulting
yeah.
in a rhythmic, involuntary, muscular contractions in your nether regions. That is the scientific explanation of what an orgasm is. Oh, scrumptious, there you are again. I was wondering if you're going to grace us with your
Right?
presence. So thank you for the compliment. Um, Now, getting more into what the actual female orgasm is. So there are three different types of female orgasms, if you didn't know. So there is the clitoral orgasm, the vaginal orgasm, and the pelvic cervical orgasm. I was like, a cervical orgasm. Okay, I
Can do all
remember.
three.
I can do all three of them. I'm so talented. I'm awesome. No. So the the cervical orgasms, I remember the first time I ever had one of those, and it was during. This is gonna sound really horrid, but during labor, when I went into labor, I
Interesting.
I was like, Why does this feel good? This is weird.
No, babe.
Girl, oh my
There is
baby,
no-
oh my god.
There-
I was like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
What the fuck? Girl.
I did not know that was a thing. I was like, is there something wrong with me? But no, there is, a thing as a cervical orgasm. So guys in the comments, let us know if you've ever had a cervical orgasm. I would love to know these things. So so most people achieve this during deep penetration, like
Mhm.
deep penetration that literally
Deep.
hits like deep, like hitting them guts, like beyond the guts, like almost hit the back of your throat and shit.
Like the kind where it makes you hurt afterwards for like 30 minutes. You got them bubble guts.
Yeah.
So instruction says vaginal ejaculate stimulates hair growth. It's why I wear it in my beard. So, Marlene, you were looking for a face to ride earlier. I'm just saying. We can help that girl out. So that is technically like what that part of the orgasm is. So obviously clitoral, clitoris orgasms, that comes into, when you do clit play and stuff like that, and they're not when they're finger punching it like it's a goddamn like fucking controller for their ex. No,
I'm a squirter. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it.
Fast is not great.
I'm a squirter.
but okay, but here's the thing: squirting and orgasming,
Guilty.
two different
Same.
things, not
different.
the same thing.
True.
Not exactly like when you when you squirt and when you have an orgasm and when you come, all three different things. For a man, it's all the same shit,
Absolutely.
but for us,
Yeah.
it's three different things. So, and let's get into this because a man can feel you like even when you're having sex with him. Sometimes a man's gonna feel you get super wet, and he's like, "Damn right, you came." No, my guy.
No, sir.
That is not.
I'm just getting turned on. It's just a little turn on.
That's so adorable. That's not what happened. I came, which is, guys, pro tip. If you feel like gripping on your penis,
Yes.
it might be the Kegels or it might be the orgasm. That's why we're so good at faking orgasms.
It might be me lying to you. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, my rule is like I refuse to lie about my orgasms. I'm
Not
like,
my brother
look,
saying Homer out. He's done.
I'm
my-
dying. So you guys,
Everyone-
we had Gina's brother in the chat room, which means
Sorry,
he was
Gina.
watching.
Unfortunately.
So Gino said Homer out. So he's done.
That's the Homer fading into the bushes. That's what he means.
And not Vanessa macaroni in the pot. Exactly. That
Girl.
gets
No,
So okay.
it's real. It's real because I think like there are women that are unsure about what an orgasm actually is, and there are men that are really like not
Yeah.
particularly certain if a girl
Not
has a real
educated.
orgasm.
Well, shit. Now I'm hungry. The fuck. Fuck you.
Now I want macaroni while orgasming. Like, what kind of
I want macaroni. Yeah. Oh my god. Can you imagine eating macaroni and double orgasm? But so okay.
Ew.
Yeah.
So Marlene, for you, what does an orgasm feel like? Like describe. You get a minute to tell me what an orgasm feels like to you.
Girl, they are different. I mean, like, honestly, like, what does an orgasm feel like? You just kind of, like,
I'm
go
here, hopefully.
blank, like, numb. No, yeah, we can hear you, G. Like, you just kind of go, like, completely, it's like a literal explosion. It's, like, tensity. It's, like, oh, my gosh, like, your breathing is, like, labored. You are, like, just... I can't even explain it. It's like fireworks on the 4th of July. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
It's a
So,
good thing.
Miss Vanessa said it definitely depends on the partner and the chemistry.
True.
And Miss Anna
Makes me go
said
to sleep.
you go to sleep. The good ones will definitely make you just like knock the fuck out. I know several times like my partner has been like, "You just passed out after sex. I feel like kind of used." I'm like, "Yeah, bitch, shit. Remember all the times you passed out after
Y'all take it
sex?
as a compliment.
My turn. All right, Miss.
Literally, Yeah, I've literally had
Go
like
ahead.
orgasms with a partner where it's like you both just pass the fuck out. Like you literally are like done, sleep. You wake up and you're like, whoa, what happened? Like, what really happened?
So, Mr. Scrumptious says if she doesn't call you by your full name when she comes, you didn't do it right. Look, my guy. My mind is not there. You could be Bartholomew Fredrickson the Third, and I'm not. No, like,
Are we
sorry.
like fucking presidents or something?
I'm a be lucky I even remember your name after that. So, what about you, Miss Gina? What does an orgasm feel like to you?
I mean, without sounding super cheesy, I would describe it as
No, sounds super cheesy.
uh,
Go ahead. We like that here.
like a little 4th of July explosion going on,
That's what I
radiating through my whole body. Fireworks. What movie was that where she's like explosions, fireworks? Can't remember.
It was like Drew Barrymore or some shit. I'm
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, but yeah, pretty much like it's something that radiates, kind of pulsates through you, and it can last for a little while, like minute, couple minutes. I like a euphoric feeling that just comes over your whole body.
Oh,
Very,
the
very.
euphoric feeling can last for
Yeah,
a couple of minutes. I'm like, girl,
yeah.
you're having an orgasm for a
Where you
couple
kind of
of
like when you
minutes.
need a minute afterwards, like you did good.
Okay,
Don't touch
so
me.
I know, like for me, an orgasm, it feels like I know when it's about to come on because there's a
Yeah.
buildup. There's a
Right.
buildup
Yes,
inside of your
you
body,
can
and it's
feel
like
it for
you
sure.
feel it like in your groin area, and it's like just, and then it comes over you, it washes over you, and it's like a, you know,
A sense of warmth almost. It's kind of warm
it,
and fuzzy.
yes, and
Yeah.
then it goes down all the way to your toes, and your toes get all.
Like curl.
Yes, like it's literally like I imagine that's like what a volcano. Yes, that I imagine that's like what a volcanic eruption might feel like.
Right.
So, I mean, like it's there, and if it's one of those orgasms where mind blowing orgasm, that is something that is there, and you can experience it. And I feel that come all the way. I get like tingles in the back of my head and
Oh yeah.
everything. Like literally, I'm like, dude, okay, that was so good, but no lie, I'm like waiting for one of these orgasms one day to where I'm just like, like I'm frozen. I can't. Like, and
Yeah.
Miss Anna said, "What about multiple orgasms in one session? The best."
Facts.
Absolutely. Yes, it is the best. And it's so easy to have multiple orgasms because you are already sensitive down there.
Yeah.
So having multiple orgasms is something that's very, very achievable. So let's get into the fact that women, not all women, have orgasms. There are some women that have gone their whole life having sex and have never had an orgasm.
Oh, God
So
bless.
right now, as it
Yeah.
sits,
Poor them.
yeah.
I don't
So
know her.
Yeah. A moment
I
of
don't know.
silence, please, for the
I'm a,
innocent.
I cannot relate, but that only 6% of women, 6% of women everywhere have orgasms every time they have sex.
Stop.
Wow.
Only 6%. And that is like crazy. And I'm talking about vaginal orgasms.
What are
Not
you having
not
sex for?
I feel like
ma'am.
that largely depends on their partner. Absolutely.
Right.
I mean,
Well, no.
unfortunate.
There are some women that cannot achieve a vaginal
Oh,
orgasm.
this is true.
They cannot achieve vaginal orgasms.
No matter
And there
what.
are some women that can't achieve it medically either, because where their G spot sits, it's either it's elongated, it's too far back, for any reasonable penis to hit it or whatever.
Wow.
So
How reasonable.
it's
I
there
don't know
are
him. I don't know him.
I don't know. So
I don't know that
I will confess and say that I am not amongst that 6%. I don't have an orgasm every single time I have vaginal sex. Now, when I have vaginal sex, there is always foreplay, which means I will have an orgasm through either getting eaten out or fingered or, through the foreplay route. Yes, then you have an orgasm. But we are talking about vaginal sex. Mr. Scrumptious, we're not talking about getting wet. You see right there, that's the difference between orgasming and getting wet and coming and all that stuff. But
Yeah.
you are right. some women do not get wet naturally. That is a complete fact. And it has nothing to do with them or if they're being aroused properly or anything like that. That's more of like a medical reason why some women just naturally don't, get wet. So,
Yeah.
but on the flip side, so I'm going to ask the serious question and be completely honest. Marlene, do you have an orgasm every single time you have vaginal penetration?
Girl, fuck yeah. And that's why I'm picky with my partner, because, like, fuck yeah. You're not having sex with me, and I am not going to have an orgasm. Are you kidding me? I don't care what you got to do. You're getting it done.
No,
Well, she's saying vaginal though.
Yes,
no,
absolutely.
I'm saying that like every time he's inside, any person in your entire life, you've had an orgasm.
Yep. Yep. Unless he's like a premature Charlie, like, no. Like, premature Peter, Yes, I'm having an orgasm. Me. Absolutely. Fuck yeah. And I don't fake it. I don't fake it.
What about you, Miss Gina? I think she's paused again. I think she's paused again.
What about you, Vonnie?
No, I already said no. I already
Oh,
said no. I do not have a orgasm vaginally every single time. Like that doesn't happen.
I've been blessed though. Like my partners are very well endowed, so therefore, like that gets me off.
But you
And
see,
they're
I don't think
good.
that has that like some of that doesn't have whether they're well endowed or not. A very well endowed man could make another woman not have an orgasm.
True.
You know what I mean?
It could hurt, but if it doesn't, like I also like if I know that we're having sex, like I may pleasure myself while we're having intercourse in order to achieve an orgasm.
Okay, but you see, that's still breaking away from what I'm asking.
Like
The question is
penetration.
just penetration on because that's where that 6% comes from.
Okay, then let me
Penetration alone, no clitoris play, no nothing like that. Penetration alone, do you have an orgasm every time you have sex?
No, not every time. So let
You
me
see that?
retract. Yeah, let me
Yeah,
retract.
that's
Not
what
every time.
some women don't understand that, and some men don't even understand that
Mhm.
the majority of women, only 6% of women on the planet do that. Now, did you know? Let me throw some more percentages out there for you guys. Um,
Sorry.
so 80, no, you're
Good
fine.
girl.
80% of women, 80% of women have never had an orgasm vaginally through penetration with their partner.
Okay.
Never
Wow.
in their life. 80%. That is a huge number.
That's horrible.
So, Miss Susie
Is this
said,
a
I
horror
don't have
story
an
podcast?
Miss Susie said, I don't have an orgasm every single time. 6% of women are liars.
Gina, what about you? Do you have an orgasm through penetration like every single time?
Every single time, no, because if it's not going to happen with his member, then I'm going to make him do it somehow else. His tongue, his fingers
Exactly.
together. We're going to make this happen. We're going to end
Yeah.
this story great. We're going to
I'm
finish the race, little buddy. I'm just saying.
As the little engine that could. So Miss Priscilla said, "Love that energy. Fuck yes, yes." So, ladies, in the comments, let us know if you have had an orgasm every single time. Are you part of that 6%? What about the 80%? Are you part of the 80% where you've never had an orgasm through vaginally, just through penetration? That's it. No extra stimulants or anything. Let us know if you're in that 80%. I'm not in that 80%. I can have an orgasm just with penetration alone or anything like that. But like what Marlene was saying earlier, it depends. It depends on, the play and stuff like that. So, and I think a lot of women are kind of well, I'm hoping a lot of women are in that bracket, but 80% is a lot. So I'm like, holy shit.
I don't know if it's just me, but like I'm like an emotional orgasmer. Go ahead, G.
Oh no, you're fine. Well, what I would say is that one, if you're in a stable relationship, or even if you're in a single world, it really you got to see what works for you. Find out like what angles work for you, what type of positions work for you, to where that way you kind of know like, hey, this is how I get off and I get clitoral stimulation, or how I make sure that I orgasm. And don't be scared to communicate, whether it's with a long-term partner or someone new. If you know what works for you, like don't be scared to speak up, especially if it's someone long term. Like there's no reason there shouldn't be that clear communication there with your partner.
Facts.
Very true. So, what way will you orgasm faster? Like, let's take all these times that you've had sex in the past. Which way do you orgasm faster? Vaginally, with clitoris stimulation, or like, oh, I don't know if you do cervical or whatever, but with the clitoris stimulation, let's go with like fingers or mouth. Like, which way will get you off faster? The finger, the mouth, or the dick? To a actual orgasm.
I would say whether it's his fingers, like, no, hold on. It's his fingers in me and then clitoral stimulation with the tongue, or if it's his penis inside me and rubbing with the fingers, like whether it's my own or his. Like it has to
Same.
be that dual, I feel like. That's why they make
Right.
sex toys that like are literally on your clit and inside you at the same time. Because it's like boom, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Like explosions, fireworks. It's like so fast. And you're like, what the hell? Like am I orgasming that fast with a toy versus a man? But
I
if
will
you know what
literally
works for
squirt
you.
like that. Yeah, period. I will literally squirt like
Yeah.
that. Fingers in. Even if, like,
Yes.
dude, when they do the
Like
fingers
right
in
here.
and then the thumb on the clit, when they got two going. Oh, dude. Okay, so 2 fingers in, thumb on the clit, sucking on your titty. Oh, that's it. I'm done. I'm done. I don't even need sex anymore. I mean, like at that
God
point, I'm
forbid
just
if my brother's listening somewhere, he's like, la 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 la.
I'm all, at that point, I'm just laying back and I'm like, if you want to get topped up, I mean, just put it in my mouth because I'm done. Because I'm done.
Honestly, though, I agree with Gina. It's like clitoris stimulation with like, obviously like penetration and finger stimulation. That will Dunzo, Sunzo, like for real.
So Miss Priscilla said, I agree. See what works. Some penises are curved, some smaller, some bigger. It takes a lot. And Miss Dizzy said, fingers and mouth,
Goes
please.
to the left.
So you see, guys, you guys out there rocking with, that you're not too sure about your penis. I mean, as long as you got all this going for you, spirit fingers, guys, spirit fingers.
Right?
It's a
There are
little
other things
premature.
we can use besides his dick.
So let's go over why can't I orgasm? Why exactly can't I orgasm? So I'm going to go over 13 reasons why most women find it hard to orgasm. So number 1, too much sitting in one place. So sitting around in a place for like long hours, it's likely to affect your pelvic muscles. So when it comes time for sex, there's a little bit of pain in there. And when there's pain, that makes it harder for you to orgasm. So if you have a desk job, if you have a sitting job, get up, move. Body in motion stays in motion. So that could be a reason why it's been difficult for you to orgasm, over the years. So just throwing that out there. Reason number 2, ladies. This one threw me off, but I was like, oh shit. So high heels. Your high heels, ladies, have been working against you your whole life. So
Ouch.
they look beautiful. We love high heels, girls. We like to do that. But wearing them too much can lead to the deforming of your PSOAS muscles that are located in your lower lumbar region.
Damn.
So since it has nerves that connect to your genitalia, it could mean that having an orgasm is harder for you to achieve. And it happens because the adverse affected nerves are unable to transmit the arousal messages that you need to have those orgasms. So, baby, it's flats for me.
It sounds like your man needs to rub your feet every night. Like,
So, all right. So, number 3 is a lack of communication. So, that is because we don't, either the men don't, it's kind of, this is like a touchy topic for some men and some women, especially if they don't exactly know, am I having an orgasm? I've had women tell me, like, if I was like, well, have you ever had an orgasm? They're like, what does it feel like? And immediately at first I used to be, okay, but you ain't never had one then if you have to ask. But that no, lack of communication will hinder you being able to orgasm. You need to have that, and if, let's say during sex, they're doing something right, you need to tell them, oh yeah, baby, right there. Don't move. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. You know what I mean?
I think it goes back to like emotional connection. Like it's important.
Yeah. So number 4 is dehydration. If you're finding it difficult to climax, it might be because you're dehydrated. So
Bitch, drink
ladies,
some
if
water.
yeah, exactly. And you're like me, and I'm like, wait a minute.
We
So
all
I
sip.
I rarely drink water, but a bitch can orgasm.
What?
Hey, this could be like it could be like the female version of when a man gets whiskey dick as a girl that's not hydrating, just drinking straight
That's
liquor
true.
all night long
That's true. So
and
I have
no water
heard,
in sight. She's not
Yeah.
hydrating correctly per se, but
I have heard in myths and legends that lack of water makes your vagina dry. So but you know what? Can't relate. Can't relate. My bitch sits moist all the time. What about you, Gina? Do you have a dry vagina, or is she a little bit on the wetter side all the time?
Jeannie went still.
She's like, bitch, I am not answering this question.
Audi 5000.
All right, Miss Marlene, I know we ain't gotta ask about your pussy over there. She nice and
Girl,
she nice and moist.
she's on ice right now. She hasn't had any play all year long, and we're only on day 17.
Miss Gina, you missed the question. We wanted to know, is your vagina moist or dry? Does it sit moist or dry the majority of the time?
majority of the time I feel like I don't know, I gotta be at least like at a 7, maybe.
Okay, so you're getting that water. You're getting that
Yeah.
nourishment. Get it, girl.
Hey man, Dry January is working for me, okay? She's a happy little clam right now.
She's like, "Clam, it's so pretty."
Yeah.
Miss Susie says emotional connections for sure. That is very true. So, and number 5 is you make no sounds. Believe it or not, if you stay silent during sex, that can make it hard to achieve orgasm rather than expressing yourself with moans and everything like that. Can you imagine being completely silent during
Oh
sex?
man.
Fuck no. I'm not
I,
even silent
Oh
during like a
no.
movie. You should hear me in a horror movie. I'm like, bitch, look out. I'm
I'm
You're
vocal.
like the
um,
chick from Scary Movie.
I don't
I'm
care
like,
who hears. The neighbors can hear. Like, we talking over here.
Yeah,
Gina,
it's extremely hard for me.
tell me a time when you are completely silent in life.
Never in life. I'm loud as fuck. Loud.
Okay.
I
That
mean, I
you
don't
know
care if
what?
you got roommates, their parents. Like, I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Maybe
But
get a
like,
hotel, honey. Give them
but
Sorry,
some
like
nuts.
not
kids.
even. But like not even in like life in general. Like not even when I'm mad am I silent, bitch. I'm saying
Oh
something.
yeah. I
Like
mean, I'm kind of an ambivert, so there are days when I'm just like to myself, I'm shopping around and I'm like, wow, I haven't said like one word today. But that's just like running errands and stuff. But as far as, in the bedroom, no, like never.
No, yeah.
It's never
Yeah.
been a
She's
thing.
not even
vocal.
when
I feel
I'm
really
like
bad if someone is very quiet.
right?
The only time I'm like silent is like if they're not doing it properly, and I'm like, okay, no, like, no, let's do it this way, because that's not right.
See, and okay, I am guilty of, I don't know if this is even in the topics, but I am guilty, and I promised myself I wouldn't do it again, but I am guilty of lying to a partner about orgasming. Because either
Gina,
one,
We
I wanted to
all
make
do
them feel
it. We
better.
all
I
do
know.
it.
It's like
talk
I
for
just don't want to go
yourself.
through the
No,
fuss.
I
I know.
don't.
See, this is where Marlene would be
You know
like,
what?
oh no.
I'm calling Marlene out right now. Use a lie because every woman on the face of this planet has done it at least once. At
At
least
one
once
point in
in
your
their
life.
life, you
No,
have you have said ooh when it really wasn't ooh. Like no,
no,
no.
I never faked an orgasm in my
You don't gotta
life.
No
laugh,
one, no,
bitch.
no one's talking about faking an orgasm, but just faking like how you're
The
feeling during sex,
feeling, yeah.
like faking a moan, faking a, oh yeah,
I
feels
just
good,
sound
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like,
Oh
oh,
my
we
gosh,
look to the
so
left or we
big
look to
kind
the
of thing.
right.
like I don't, because I know damn well I've been fucking since I was 17, so I know between then and now a bitch has faked some shit. Okay, fuck that.
I made it a point to myself to
Absolutely.
be like, I'm not gonna fake an orgasm. Like if he comes and I don't, that's fine. But I'm not gonna be like, ooh yeah, me too. No,
Well, in my grown up life, I'm like that now, but
you came, that's fine. You didn't make
before.
me come.
But before, I'm like, because
Oh,
like,
I
especially,
will tell you something that it's not even of the lie. One thing that made me just make a face to myself, like, what the hell did he just say? Was my last partner literally saying, "Did you come?" And I said, "No." He goes, "Oh, you're so nice." I was like, wow. I
You're
just like,
so
I just
nice.
like looked at the wall and said nothing. I was like, "Are you so nice?" Not like, "Let me help you fix that." No, it was like,
Sir,
"Oh, you're so nice."
sir.
Well,
I was like,
thank you. Thank
it
you.
was at that moment in 2022 where I was like, "This bitch
Oh,
needs
girl,
to
that
change."
happened
And
in
then
2022.
yeah,
Oh.
and then God brought Marlene into my life and taught me how to be more of a bitch. So
So,
that helped.
Miss 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 Susie says, Marlene, you orgasm every time and never fake an orgasm. I call BS.
No, no,
Oh,
no. I never said I orgasm every time through penetration. No, I don't orgasm every time. But no, I don't fake an orgasm. Fuck no, y'all. No. I'm
so
not
never
trying to make
in your
no.
life since you've ever
Never
started
in
having
your
sex in your
whole
life.
life, whole life, whole
Oh,
Bitch,
that
do
sexual
was
I,
too
life.
many to
do
fake.
I look
Too many
like
to
a
fake.
lying ass bitch up in this plate? No, like
I
I
mean,
don't fake
I've been
orgasm.
one when I was younger. A bitch told all the lies when I was younger. Fuck that.
If it
Marlene right now.
hurts, if it hurts, it hurts. But if I don't have an orgasm, I'm not climaxing for pretend. No, I'm not climaxing for pretend.
I
Not
told
to
you
go
I
to
could be an
sleep.
actress because I got really good at it.
No,
I'm just
I'm an
saying.
actress too. I'm a great actress. I'm just not gonna. I'm just. It's okay if it doesn't happen. Like it's
Yeah,
okay. Like
Yeah.
yeah.
it's not a
Oh
big
yeah.
deal.
Oh
I mean,
yeah.
that's the thing. Like, I
If
feel
it's
like the
just
male
like
ego is a big thing, and I just sometimes just didn't want to go through the fuss of like, oh my god, why not? Oh my god, and I was like, you know what? I was over having sex with that person. I was like, I don't even want to continue this.
yeah,
I want to go home, get my toy, and do it myself. Like, I don't even want to be here.
yeah.
Bye.
No, like sometimes
That's why I was
I
like,
don't mind just pleasing. I don't mind pleasing a man and having him come without me orgasming. Like that's okay. I'm
yeah.
like, okay, good. Did you
And
finish?
there's
All right,
men like
cool.
that
We're
too
good.
that just want to take care of you, and then they're not even worried, and you're
There,
like, are you serious? Like,
Yeah.
it's like
there
those are
are,
unicorns
there
out there,
are.
but they're there. I'm like, oh wow, bless
Oh,
But
Christ.
for
yeah,
me, whenever it's like, okay, I'm just gonna, let him get off and this and that. For me, I get a power trip from that. I
yeah.
do.
I
I'm
like
not gonna
it.
lie.
I like
That's a
that.
power
Yeah.
trip for me.
It's like an
So
ego. Like it's
yeah.
kind of like
Yeah.
boosting your ego a little bit.
Yeah.
Like,
I can do
Ooh.
that. Sometimes I'm too tired to have an orgasm, but I want to be able to like please my man. You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
I'm just too tired to put in all that work to myself, and it's okay. Like it's okay. Like
yeah,
it's chill. If I don't have an orgasm, it's no big deal. You finish, I'm good. We're good. We
yeah,
Gucci.
Yeah, and I want to reiterate and say that the times where can have like where I have sex, but I don't actually have an orgasm with the
Yeah.
sex vaginally, it doesn't mean that the sex was not good. It
Right.
was
yeah,
great. The sex was amazing,
Right.
but I just for whatever reason I couldn't have an orgasm vaginally, so
Yeah.
hmm
let's
Sometimes you're
foreplay.
just
What
tired.
yeah, like I sometimes the sex is amazing. Even it could be
Yeah.
rough sex. It could be pull my hair sex, choke me,
Pull my
all that
hair,
shit,
choke me. Don't
and I'm still not having an orgasm, but I
slap
came,
me.
I squirted, I did all the good stuff. So, and guys need to understand that. I know it's like such a like an ego thing for them if they can't make their women orgasm, but guys, come on, it doesn't always happen and it's not necessarily your fault. So just throwing that out there.
Yeah.
hmm
Now, number 6 on females why they can't orgasm, medications. Sometimes the medicines you take will affect, like antidepressants for one, blood pressure medication as well, makes it hard and difficult for you to climax.
Okay.
So, number 7, this is a huge one because a lot of women go through this and they don't really realize that they're going through it unless they go and get tested. But it's your hormones. Your
Oh
hormonal
yeah.
issues will come into play as to why you can't orgasm. But if you spend more time with foreplay, the oxytocin levels are going to rise and that's going to help with that. Okay, so another reason why you can't orgasm, ladies, why you orgasm but you can squirt is because you have a full fucking bladder, bitch. You drank way too much water.
It's
Wait,
pee, bitch. You pissed
you
on him.
you had way too much water before you came into this sex session, okay? So number 9 is you get tense. You get
Oh
nervous, you
yeah.
get, that you kind of scare your orgasm away. So no
Oh yeah.
matter what he's doing, it'll scare your orgasm away.
Oh yeah.
So,
Like you can get right there, and then like something happens.
right.
You just don't finish, and like you're right there, but like you're not.
So some more of the more common ones are you're not turned on, there's not enough foreplay, something's distracting you. your anxiety,
Distractions.
your stress levels, that all has
Mm-hmm.
something to do with it. And the last one is a sexual, too many sex positions. So if you're one of those people that you're having sex and you guys are going at it and you're doing like fucking 20 different sex positions, like, holy shit, I did
Scream.
not sign up
Turn.
for this. I did not sign up for this much cardio tonight. What the fuck?
Yeah. For me,
Yeah.
I'm like, let's find a rhythm. I need a rhythm for at least a good minute. Give me 60 seconds of a real good rhythm, and we'll get there.
So, Miss Gina, we were just
Yeah.
going over the other
Yeah, it's like
reasons
right
why
when you get
it's
that
hard.
rhythm and they switch. You're like, oh,
Right.
Oh,
What? It's like,
I hate
stop.
that.
Why'd you do that? No,
I hate that.
back.
Go back. And then they never can go right back to it. It's like, well, shit.
Never.
Okay.
Yep.
So, those are the
Facts.
reasons why women find it hard to orgasm.
Yeah.
Now, let's flip the script and let's go into the male orgasms. So, like, what are orgasms to men, male orgasms? What are those to them? What do they feel like? Guys, sound off in the comments. Let us know what your orgasm feels like. Like, we know because you guys are honest doing it. But
Girl, I couldn't even tell you. Like, obviously men ejaculate, right? But have you ever had a man like orgasm or like come without actually ejaculating?
yes, and it
Yes.
hurts them. It feels good in the moment, and then right afterwards, they are in pain
Yeah.
because okay, so they're men, that cannot have multiple orgasms. So once they nut, that's
Yeah.
it. They're done. But if they
They're
keep
done.
going, they will experience the sensation. But since nothing's there to come out, it's painful for them. Jonathan
Yeah.
says orgasming for a man is amazing. So but what I think is funny, check this out, guys. So I had a list of 13 reasons why women can't orgasm. Now ask me how many reasons are on the list for why men can't orgasm.
0,
zero.
bitch. These men are gonna nut no matter what.
A bitch, I'm gonna put that on a shirt, ho. Nut no matter what.
Nothing
Thank
to
you.
sell.
Nut no matter what. From
Yup.
bitches to
Oh,
church.
that's hilarious.
So no, 3 reasons why men can't orgasm. 3. There's only 3. We had
Tell me.
13, and there's only 3.
He's all, that's a lie. I got my turn off.
So for men, the reasons why they can't orgasm, and these are all like duh. Like we should have known. We should have known this is what it is. One of them is their sexual fantasies to them are more exciting than actual sex. And these are men that are more like into porn, and that's how they get, and they're used to, they this has just been like such a problem for women and stuff like that, because there have been men that will sit there and watch porn at the same time that they're having sex with a woman. Because
No.
yes,
Oh
yes,
no. Oh
No.
no, no,
I
no,
mean, for
no,
me in my
no.
bedroom, no. Whatever you want me to do, we do it. But no.
yeah, that's a big
Yeah,
one.
that's a
So
no for me.
their sex expectations are high or set at the pornographic level from porn and stuff like that, that makes it hard for them to actually achieve that with a person that they're into being intimate with themselves.
Jonathan says I'm
Hmm.
guilty. Jonathan.
Well, I'm sure we
So
watching Euphoria here. Remember that episode where she was talking about Maddie, like kind of getting tips from porns because guys were so ingrained in looking at porns online and these the
True.
way they treated women. And it's like, I'm sorry, but I mean, there's people into some freaky shit, cool, to each their own. But like every guy watching porn that's really into porn, really fixated on porn, is looking at their real life scenario and wondering why, sad Sally over here is just starfishing on the bed, laying there doing nothing, then,
Pillow
I'm
princess.
sorry.
Pillow
Yeah,
princess.
yeah,
and that's unfortunate, but like maybe those men in general, if that's what they're really into, then they might have to show their women, like, maybe let's watch it together or give subtle hints or communicate. Oh, look, this creepy, fetish that I've got or whatever. This is what turns me on, and you're not doing it for like, there's just that lack of communication, and sometimes it's there, unfortunately. Like, and I think men see that, and then there might be women like that too. I don't know. But I
it's
think that plays a
True.
huge part in why
true.
men are
So
not satisfied or they're expecting one thing, and like you said, their sex fantasy is complete opposite.
Yeah.
Exactly. So Mr. Jonathan says, I have porn playing while on TV while I'm doing it. Fam. Really, fam?
Okay.
Every time. What's wrong?
Every
What's...
So Mr. Scrumptious says,
He's
I
got like
have
the knife like Jeffrey Dahmer. Sorry. With the TV playing. You're gonna watch this. You're gonna come together. I'm sorry.
I can't.
I hate to bring up that monster. My bad. You know what I'm talking about? It's the TikTok where he's like with the knife pointing like, we're gonna watch this together. We're gonna do this together.
or else.
Yeah.
But
or else.
Mr. Scrumptious says, I have Cake Boss on TV when I'm smashed.
Dead. Dead.
Oh no, couldn't be me
That's
because
funny.
immediately I could be like, I know how to do that. I know how to do that. I would literally be into the show. I couldn't do it.
It's all.
So, but
It's
Bonnie
fondant
makes cakes.
foreplay, baby. Fondant foreplay.
I know. I'm like this, or the way I'm like, that's a lie. You don't make it like that. They're bullshitting. They're bullshitting.
You're like, hold on a second. Let's just watch this episode real quick.
No, can you flip me over? Can you flip me over? Do me doggy. I really want to watch. I really
That-
want to watch.
That part. No.
Dude, okay, no lie. I have literally. Let me just like kind of break in with like a little tidbit of when it's been really bad for me. I have literally like been flipped over like doggy style. I'm sitting there playing a game on my phone.
Dead.
Oh no.
I'm all Candy Crushing away, like.
No. I couldn't do it.
Oh my god.
But anyway, we're not going to mention any names. Baby daddy. Anyway,
Please do. Please do.
I'm a baby daddy. But so also another reason why it's hard for men to, have their orgasms is because the techniques that they use during masturbation is not used during sex with their partner. So basically a man knows himself, and if he is one of those men that habitually jacks off, he know like that's it.
You got to hit that bad boy with the Gluck 3000, homie. Like, you better hit him with that Gluck double. Listen.
Mr. Omar said, laughing my ass off, Candy Crush. Absolutely.
First of all, I better be able to use a double hand, okay? And I'm gonna plunge that shit like I'm plunging the toilet. Like, we gonna get somewhere.
Mr. Scrumptious says, I can't smash and file tax at the same time. I don't even want it. If I can't smash and file taxes at the same time, I'm all.
Hold on. He's all, hold on. Cha-ching.
He's all, I'm going to get this bands while I get this ass. Hell yeah. He's all, bands to make me dance.
I'm dead. So, guys do have a certain way. Like, you have to do it a certain way because they use a certain hand. So you got to figure out which hand that they use. That way you're going in that direction that they like. You know what I mean? If it's the right hand, if it's the left hand, like, what's your favorite, what's your strong hand? And then
and
go that direction.
Exactly. But a lot of guys say too, that's why they like want to rub one out real quick before they go to work rather than having sex with their partners that are laying in bed or whatever. And guys, but you know what, women, we kind of take offense to that. Okay, that kind of makes us feel like shit, just so y'all know. But
what's crazy is that, like, I was actually in a relationship with a guy that he never watched porn, and I never really ever caught him masturbating or like masturbating. I mean, he cheated, but I mean, that's another episode. But like, he never watched porn, and he never jacked off, and I'm like, and I know we fucking like daily, twice a day, and you still what? Hardly.
Can we get a clown emoji up here for Miss Marlene?
Cause he a clown. Cause he a clown.
Bitch, you a clown. She's like, he never masturbated. It was so awesome. I mean, he was fucking other bitches, but he never masturbated.
I mean, I don't know if he was fucking other bitches, but he was definitely emotionally cheating. Damn it.
I'm done.
Emotionally cheating.
That's another episode. That's another episode.
So, Mr. Johnson said, not necessarily my man does it differently on me than I do. It's just as good. Oh, well, I mean, you're both men. Of course you know how you want your dick stroked. Just go ahead and brag. Now you're just bragging.
Right.
But it goes both ways. It's not just men, ladies. because I know for me, when I'm masturbating, I can make myself have an orgasm in fucking 30 seconds because
Yeah.
I already know what I like. I know like where exactly I want to put my little clit stimulator. I know exactly where I'm going to put my little bullet and how long I'm
Yeah.
going to leave it there and what like little setting I need it on. I'm like, so am I masturbating for a little bit today or do I have some time? What am I doing? So
Mhm.
it's the same thing for men and women on that one,
Wait
I
a second,
think.
Jonathan. Weren't you on the last episode talking about meeting a catfish in person? Now he's been with his partner for 10 years. Hold on a
Well, yeah.
second.
Well, he was telling us a story from before. Well,
Oh,
that's my cousin. He makes it to every podcast. I'm here for it.
I love it.
Um,
I'm here for it too.
so, and of course, the last reason why men cannot orgasm sometimes also with medications. Now, with men, it's more like diabetic medications. It's weird. The diabetic medications do not work the same for men that they do for women when it comes to affecting their
Oh,
ability to have orgasms.
I
For
didn't know that.
women, you're fine, but for men, it will affect your ability to have orgasms. So
Oh,
it's diabetic medication, blood pressure medication, antidepressants are a huge one that can affect your libido and your ability to have orgasms. So there you go. Men, easy peasy. 3 reasons for them why. That's not fair.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, age too. I mean, age, alcohol consumption. I mean, those could be other factors as well. Um, kind of like you said, medication. Like, then they get to the age factor where maybe they've got a little ED. Maybe they've got to get something to enhance their performance. So that might, play into. Maybe that's why we should go for younger guys and not older men. What? Just
Wait,
kidding.
what's ED? I'm all, wait, what's ED?
Erectile
Every
dysfunction,
Oh,
girls.
I don't know him. Sorry.
Well, me neither, but I'm just saying like that could be another
I'm a
factor as to
Gina.
why.
What silver foxes are you fucking,
Are
Gina?
we talking about my ex-boyfriend? I'm just kidding. Oh,
Not
I'm
that gray
sorry.
haired. Never mind. Not that gray haired man. No.
we're just throwing out the exes and
I
the
know
baby daddies.
those are my assumptions,
Everybody can come get it tonight.
I know. Like,
that was my assumption. Just saying, but what?
Miss Anna said we sound like a complicated order. Yes, we are, ma'am. You already know.
yeah.
There's no hiding that. We're not going
No.
to sit here and act like that. And that's the funny part is we like literally expect men to know. Like, how the fuck do you not know how to make me orgasm? What is wrong with you, bitch?
Uh-huh.
Bitch.
Yeah,
Because
it's not
Because
mine either.
they've been with some simps. They've been with some motherfucking simps. Sorry that simp didn't teach you how. Let me show you.
let me
Like,
show you how.
they were Gina over there. She'd be lying. Just kidding.
Gina, you're not faking your. Gina, we're gonna talk.
Not
Now,
anymore. Not anymore.
Okay,
I'm just
good.
saying I
like,
have.
we hurt feelings
It's a
here
whole new
now. That's
year.
what we do. Yeah.
That's Gina's trying to teach me how to not hurt
You tell
feelings,
the
and I'm
truth.
trying to teach. Yeah, I'm trying to teach her how to hurt feelings a little bit. She's
Fact.
like,
Not me. I'm like, hurt them all. Hurt
Yeah.
everybody. Even
yeah,
I'm
hurt
so
mine.
period.
I don't
nice.
care.
I'm such a people pleaser. Not
You
anymore.
are. You're so loving. Honestly.
Scrumptious says all the other girls with the pumped up kicks better. Horrible, horrible. So Gina, tell me about a time where you had to fake an orgasm and why.
Boo.
Oh! I like every time I ask her a question, she bounces out the chat.
Honestly, though, I want to know. I
I
have
know.
to know why she has faked this
I'm
orgasm.
she's stressing me out. I'm gonna go ahead and drink till she comes back.
Girl,
Oh, let's talk about what we're drinking. Let's talk about what we're drinking. So today I'm sipping on this delicious. It's like a red blend. It's from William Chris Vineyards. My bestie went over to Fredericksburg and brought me back this bottle and this awesome. It says Winery by the Bay, Rockport, Texas. This one
Oh,
was
I
from
love
Rockport. The
that.
cup. The cup was from Rockport. This is from Fredericksburg. So that's what I'm sipping on. It's a delicious red. What about you, Marlene?
White Claw watermelon hard seltzer because it's 2 carbs. 2 carbs.
Oh, I don't even know how many. Mine's probably like 1 carb, whatever. But yeah, shout out to Jacqueline, the bestie, for the wine. It is delicious, by the way. It tastes very buttery. It's a blend of 4 different reds. It's so good. And Miss Gina over there is hanging out with some chick named Dry January. We're trying to figure out who she is.
Yeah.
We don't know that hoe.
She's
We don't.
up here. She's not down here.
We don't know that, bitch. No, but Bonnie was asking you, when was the last time that you actually had to fake an orgasm, and
And
why?
why?
Let me think. It was last year. Let me think. As far as
18
like the
days ago.
month.
13 days ago.
No. Anyone that was after my ex, I didn't have a problem.
You're like, you sucked.
There were no lies. No, I think everyone after my ex, it was either like someone I already knew. I kind of like don't pulled my roster back out. Maybe I kind of
The
knew who
little
was
black
Okay,
good, who
book.
wasn't.
okay.
I
But
sure
I think you
did. I wanted to
misunderstood.
waste time.
I think you misunderstood my question, girl. I want details. I want
What?
details.
Why I lied?
Why did you have to fake the orgasm?
Was it
Was it
Because it
painful?
like
sucked.
was he not like hitting it right? Was the positions wrong? And at what point did you realize like I'm gonna have to fake this shit?
Yeah, it's all of the above. I mean, it wasn't that big. Um, this clitoral stimulation was not there. I think his lack of care to even give a shit if I orgasmed was definitely there. Like he just wasn't
Mhm.
all about me. And I feel really stupid talking about it because it's like, man, why did I definitely settled. I'll tell you that. Like
No, don't feel
sexually,
stupid. It's
emotionally, like on so many levels I settled and maybe because I've been single, I mean, I don't even like to count him, because it's like I dated, it was like a few months that we dated, but I was single before that for like 4 years. So if I count him out, it'd be like almost 5 years in May that I'll be single since like my divorce in 2018. So, I mean, trust me, I've had partners in between that time, but I'm saying this person that I particularly dated, like I settled. I think I just was like, oh, I think I'm kind of ready for a boyfriend. This would be nice, blah, blah, blah. And no. I definitely found myself kind of consistently lying, and I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? Like to me, in the bedroom is such a huge portion of a relationship, and I understand it's not everything, but sex is definitely important, and to some people, it's very
yeah,
important. So to me,
yeah,
it is. So that was me kind of kicking myself in the head, like, what am I doing? Like, why am I settling on all these different levels, and especially in an area where I feel like you can really connect with your partner and get
right.
to, get that deeper level of connection, like soulfully, intimately, passionately. And none of that was there. It was just very kind of go home. Just, I definitely had more of a enjoyable time on my own, like
Well,
me myself.
amen to that.
So
So what I want to first say is do not ever feel embarrassed for doing what you did. So many women do that. And to an extent, sometimes people say, well, you have to do that. At some point, you have to
yeah,
trade something. I mean, I believe if you're like
yeah,
in a
and you really
long-term marriage,
shouldn't. Yeah.
well, I think if you're like in
Mm,
a long-term marriage or
yeah,
relationship or
yeah.
something like that, there's a difference. But in the beginning and stuff like that, ladies,
Oh yeah.
don't don't
I
settle. Don't.
wasn't far along enough to even start doing that. So I had that little voice in the back of my head. Like we would literally finish having sex and I'd lay there and think, what the hell are you doing? Like, why did you just let
No.
that pass? Why did you just let your, your physical needs and sexual needs just get completely overlooked and completely
Mm,
ignored? Like, that's not okay. And I kind of,
no.
I kind of made a promise to myself that in the future, whether it's just, a casual partner or just someone that's long term, I will not settle for that. Like you said, in long term, it's kind of different, maybe, but if you're just kind of getting into it, then yeah, you need to speak up. That's
No, yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Communication is key. And I think sometimes like women's need to kind of connect to someone or they maybe in that moment they needed that kind of, whether it's attention or validation or whatever, because I know I'm guilty of that. Absolutely, 100%. I've been that before. I've had sex with someone where I
serious.
knew it really wasn't
Serious.
going to be that good or anything like that, but I needed that connection with the person in that moment. So
Yeah.
that's why I allowed it, but you will come to a point where you're like, I'm not going to allow this anymore. And if I
Hmm.
have to be vocal with this person about it, and hopefully it will be with the person that you can have that communication with, and not necessarily where they won't get defensive or their feelings hurt and they'll be able to communicate back with you and you'll be able to fix that. Or you just chunk dudes, girl, bye. Boy,
Hmm.
bye. That's all
Yeah.
there is to it. But right now, while I got Miss Gina talking, I'm going to go ahead and give her a moment to tell us all about her business and all about what she does and just put her stuff out there. So go ahead, girl.
Sorry,
What you got?
Gina.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much again for having me on this episode. It was definitely very fun. As I segue into a completely different topic, I am a real estate agent in the Coastal Bend. I sell commercial and residential real estate, so I assist, sellers that are selling their home as well as buyers that are purchasing a home. And then I also still do makeup from time to time. I'm a tenured makeup artist as well. I have over 15 years of experience in the makeup artist industry. Real estate, I've been going on about 4 years. So I know it's a completely random combination. This whole trio of things: orgasms, real estate, makeup. I got you, girl. I can talk about it all. Follow me on my Instagram handle, which I know the link below. It's at the Gina Montalvo, as well as Facebook, just my first and last name. I share tips. I've got a lot of awesome content creation coming up this year that I'm kind of making that promise to myself as well as I'm speaking up. And I've got some really fun stuff coming your way, even like TikTok, Instagram. I'm just a very, passionate people person. I love helping them, whether, again, it's assisting them with purchasing homes or selling homes. And then just makeup is definitely another passion of mine. I feel like it's a trade I'll always have under my belt. And so I do enjoy doing that in between, still assisting, whether it be like bridal parties or special occasions, special events, just my loyal clientele that stuck with me throughout the years and kind of, unfolded too, because I've actually helped some brides that I've had in my past, purchase their home. So it's kind of cool to see that full circle moment. So I enjoy
Well,
what I do.
that is amazing. You make people feel beautiful about themselves, and then you make them feel beautiful about their beautiful homes that you help them get into. So
Yeah.
I am here for that. We are excited to see where 2023 is going to take you. We can't wait to see those TikToks and just see you blow up and blossom on Instagram and all the other social medias. So guys, make sure you follow our guest today, the Gina Montalvo, on Instagram, and you can hit her up on her Facebook. This is going to be her going on down right back there. Make sure you follow her. And one last question before we get out of here, before we skedaddles, on a scale of 1 to 10, how important is actually having an orgasm to you during sex? Gina, go.
I would say I'm at like 6 to 8 range. I mean, if I had to pick one number, it's definitely over 5. It's got to be at least a 7. It's important, but it's not life altering. I feel like if you have an amazing connection with the person and you really want to, create a life with this person, then there's other ways you can communicate and speak up and still find ways to make it very enjoyable for you and your partner. Because if you're just, that's all you care about and you're not communicating, then you might have to reassess what you want in life.
I like that a lot. Mr. Scrumptious over there, he's being ridiculous. He said, is it appropriate to nut in her and immediately get on Nintendo Switch? That depends. I might want you gone. And Scrumptious, he says, if her face makeup isn't left behind on the pillow, she didn't get smashed right. Facts.
I don't know, man. I'm a tenured makeup artist. I got some really good shit on my face. I got primers. I got setting sprays. I know what the fuck I'm doing when it comes.
He's on challenge accepted. And Miss Susie said she's at an 8. I have to agree with Susie. I'm at an 8 as well, girl. It's not the most important thing. If I have great sex and I don't happen to have an orgasm that time, I'm all right with it. But we all know where Miss Marlene's about to stand. So, Miss Marlene, what you got?
Yo, first of all, Gina's the best makeup artist. Let me just say, Gina's the best makeup artist in Corpus Christi. I'm going to put that out there, okay? Second of all, it's an 11. What the fuck? Who are you? What the? We are hurting men's feelings out here in 2023. It's an 11. If we don't have that, like, what the fuck?
Okay, but I have to interject because what if it's an 11? That's great. And what if he's a cheater? What if he's a fucking gaslighter? What if he's a...
They're all cheaters. They're all cheaters.
Don't say that. Don't say that. I have faith.
I disagree. I am not a Shira man hater. I disagree.
I am not a man hater. I'm not a man hater. I just know a lot of men.
The 3D ones are cheaters, but they're not all cheaters. There are
not all.
Rare
you have your exceptions.
Yes.
But it's an 11.
There are
I don't give a damn.
unicorns out there. We just haven't found them yet.
Miss Marlene needs her orgasm every single time. We said orgasm not coming. We said orgasm not coming.
I'll be crazy. I will be crazy if I don't have an orgasm.
Girl, you're crazy even when you orgasm, bitch.
And I am more crazier when I don't. I got to. If you want a relationship, I gotta come. I got to come.
Yeah. But coming and orgasm are not the same thing because I can come, but I don't orgasm.
Woo.
True.
She's like, I'm confused.
I am confused. To me, coming is an orgasm. That whole volcanic explosion. I need that like energy high
You
and
need the
crash.
orgasm then. You
I
don't
need
need
the
the cum,
orgasm.
is what you're
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah, she needs the
Yeah.
orgasm. All right, guys, y'all heard it here. Marlene needs the orgasm, or that's your fucking ass. So,
Sorry. This is
with
why I
that
don't
being
date often.
with that being said, oh, I just want to throw out there that Scrumptious says, "Come and prove it, Gina."
Oh.
This is where I can be the bitch and say, I don't fucking need to, bro. I'm gonna get my
Hurting.
happy little ass to bed, play with my
Good night.
toy, and know that I'm not getting cheated on. Bye.
Good night.
She said I'm hurting feelings tonight. So, with that being said, with tossing out those hurt feelings, I'm going to say thank you so much to everybody who happened to check out this episode of Bitches Who Brunch. Thank you so much to the Gina Montalvo. She has been an amazing guest. We love
Thank
having you on the
you.
show. Especially thank you to my season 3 co-host. We had a blast with you guys tonight. Make sure you check out our premiere episode that just came out today on all the podcasting platforms. This episode will go ahead and release next Tuesday. Make sure you check that out and be back here next Tuesday night for an amazing episode because we are going to have Marlene's brother, Aaron,
Oh God.
on the show.
I will still have the same energy. I don't give a fuck.
Period. And we are going to see how red we can make his face because he's real wetto. All right, guys.
Plead the fifth.
We will see you guys later. Love y'all. Bye.
Bye.
I love it.
I love it.